Ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to beautiful Hilliard, Florida, in Nassau County for tonight's varsity matchup. First matchup of the year only matchup of the year between the Hilliard Flashes, coming in 7-4 on the year, taking on your Unity County Tigers, who's in desperate need of a victory, as your Tigers have just hit the sidelines, as the hometown Flashes are ready to take the court, introduced by the varsity cheerleading team and the varsity basketball team, who just got the win over the Bradford Tornadoes 46-40. Bradford falls to 9-7. Hilliard goes 12-4. Here comes the Red Flashes of Hilliard, led by head coach Myron Sanders. As the Flashes come off a win earlier this week against the Fort White Indians 71-32. As your Tigers are set to hit the court to warm up. Welcome to Nassau County, the last county on the northeast side of Florida before you hit folks in Georgia. As here your flag welcomes in your Unity County Fight Tigers. Only matchup of these. And the Tigers are in desperate need of a victory. Coming off back-to-back losses for the first time this year. Last game out for the Tigers was a 7-point loss on the road in Columbia County against the Fort White Indians. I'm your host for tonight's game. I'm the host, the big host, Charles Jackson from WCR 107.9, as the head coaches of the Tigers and the Flashes meet Coach Byron Saunders of the Flashes and Alvin Merrick Sr., the coach of your Unity County Fighting Tigers. Let's read you the lineup, the rosters for both teams before we get into more details about this matchup between the Flash and the Tigers. For your Tigers, it's Garrison Smith. Number 2, RJ Odom, still out for the remainder of the year, is AJ Chandler. Jackson Anderson Davis, number 4. Number 5, Jalen Pierre. Number 10 is Cadence Meggs, the only freshman on varsity. Number 11 is sophomore Adrian Mans. Number 12 is Darrell Meggs Jr. 13 is Tyrese Chandler. Number 15 is Montrell Woods. And number 32 is Parker Parrish. Number 35, Eric Lassiter, is not with us tonight as he has baseball tryouts. So good luck to Eric Lassiter's upcoming baseball season. But in other news, here comes your roster for the Hilliard Flashes, led by head coach Myron Saunders. Number 1 is King McMillan. He is their go-to scorer. He leads the team in all major categories except for rebounding. He leads the team in points per game, assists, steals, and blocks. Number 2 is DJ Alderman. Number 3 is leading rebounder of the team is James Foster. Number 5 is Carlton Hall. Number 11 is Brent Roden. Number 20 is Harrison Pickett. Number 22 is Samir Stroman. Number 23, Lorenzo Hall. Number 24 is Shane Harvey II. 25, Riley Coleman. 35, Jaden Davis. And number 41 is Justin Bennett. The Tigers and the Flashes have met since 2014, hit or miss. And during those 16 matchups, Hilliard has a 12-4 series lead over your Tigers. The last time these two teams met, they met twice in the 2021-2022 season, when the Tigers won the first matchup. They lost the first matchup 76-55 at home, and they got the revenge on the road 59-62 that same year. That was the Tigers' last win, going at 22. The last win for the Tigers. So Hilliard has not beaten the Tigers yet since 2022. This is their first matchup since the 2022 season. Historic matchup between Hilliard and Unity County goes back to 2020, where Hilliard came to Unity County. And for those who's at that game, remember the name of Jacob Cruz. Jacob Cruz dropped 53 points, hit 9 3-pointers against the Tigers in an 82-36 beatdown of your Tigers. So Hilliard coming off a win against Fort White, 71-32 last on the 10th of this month. Tigers come off a 7-point loss to Fort White last Thursday. On the year, Hilliard is 7-4. Your Tigers are 7-3. The stated before, the Tigers have lost back-to-back games for the first time this season. Looking to avoid their first 3-game losing streak of the year. Appreciate y'all tuning in from Facebook and on the Union County Radio YouTube channel. I am the Big Hogs here in Nassau County, Florida, on the campus of Hilliard Middle High School, as the Flashes of Hilliard welcomes in our Union County Tigers. Last game for the Tigers did lose 57-50, as I mentioned before. Garrison Smith had a nice shooting night, sophomore. He is banged up with a head injury, but he will give it a go. 2 Tigers are banged up. Smith injured with a head injury, and then Tyrese Chandler dealing with a bad wrist. But both of those guys will give it a go tonight. It's a must-win for the Tigers, because next week the Tigers welcome in top-seeded next Thursday night in Union County. You don't want to miss that. That is the only meeting in the regular season for the Tigers of Trenton coming to Union County to go Tigers. Next matchup for your Tigers will be 2 straight home games at the end of the week. Your Union County Tigers will be back in action Thursday night at Jimmy Thomas Court as they welcome in their rivals from Baker County. The Baker County Wildcats make their way to Union County Thursday night. Tip-off at 6. There's no JV tonight for Union County versus Hilliard, because Hilliard doesn't have a JV team. So JV got the night off. They'll be back on Thursday night as they take on Baker County. Tip-off at 6 for JV. 7:30 will be the tip-off of varsity. On Saturday, your Union County Tigers will be back in action as well to end a 2-game homestand. This week, they'll welcome in the Clay Blue Devils from Green Coast Springs. A triple header. JV starts at 4:30. Girls start at 6 at 7:30. There's a triple. I think there's one more triple header left this year. I think it's our last home triple header of the year. Elsewhere, good luck to the Lake Butler Middle School boys basketball team. It is 8th grade night, so it's not as packed for our visiting fans as they are in Lake Butler supporting their Lake Butler Middle School Tigers. 10-1 season on the head coach, Will Henderson. Shout out to those guys. They're on the verge of taking the top seat in the SMAC division for the boys. Girls tip off at, I believe, 5, and the varsity at 6. The girls, with a win tonight, will clinch the 4th seed, I believe, which will make them eligible for the SMAC tournament for the girls. So good luck to Coach Beverly Lassiter, as she's coaching the girls tonight. So that's why Eric is also not here, too. His mother coaches the girls basketball team. I was there last time when the Tigers defeated the Palatka Panthers last night, winning that one. I think it was 46-20, something like that. But Union County 10-1 on the verge of competing for a SMAC championship as the top seed. They will take on PK Young tonight. So the girls and the boys will play PK Young tonight in Lake Butler. And it's 8th grade night, so there's one more home game left for the year for the Tigers, where they will be back home again to end the regular season before they head to Williston for the district, for the SMAC tournament at Williston Middle School. We're only 6 minutes left away from tip-off here in Nassau County on the campus of Hilliard Middle High School, as the Flashes of Hilliard welcome in our Tigers for a rural matchup. I want to thank our sponsors once again for supporting Union County Radio and Tiger Sports. Let me get my list up right quick. I want to thank Spies IJ Supermarkets, Mary Water Super Center Start, Scott Roberts Insurance, Teal Town Corporate One, Radiant Credit Union, Lake Butler Hospital, and Southland Wood and Steel. Thank you for your continued support of Tiger Radio and Tiger Sports. Thank you for tuning in on Facebook and our new Unity County Radio YouTube page. Please continue to subscribe to our channel as we're on the verge of closing on 100 subscribers. So, ma'am, sir, please, it don't take but a couple of seconds. Hit that notification button. Well, hit the subscribe button, hit the notification bell button for more Unity County Radio sports live streams. We will continue to cover the remainder of the season here on the radio. Well, on your radio dial, 107.9 WUCR FM, and on WUCR FM YouTube page, Unity County Radio. Please, man, please hit that subscribe button. Thank you for the support of Unity County Radio. We are 4 minutes and 21 seconds away from tip-off here in Nassau County between the Hilliard Flashes and your Unity County Fight Tigers. Thank y'all for tuning in to the Spires to the First Christian Church pregame here on Unity County Radio, on YouTube, and on Facebook, and on WUCR 107.9. Thank y'all for tuning in. As I said before, we got 2 starters are banged up with injuries. Point guard Garrison Smith dealing with a hand injury and really on his finger. He's good to go though to start tonight. And Tyrese Chandler dealt with a nagging wrist injury before the Fort White game last Thursday. He's good to go. He's going to thug it through. And they're going to need both these guys to have good games. They want to get out of this losing skid. Once again, we want to thank everybody for the bottom of our hearts' continued support of Unity County Radio. We're going on 3 decades of nonstop radio telecast from football to music, and now we're covering basketball on the road. So thank you, Mr. Paul Lewis, for your attempt to help us start something special in the little Mecca that we call her. As I thank my business partner Aaron Dukes and his lovely wife Chelsea for continued support, Unity County Radio. Also, thanks to PA also for sponsoring Unity County Radio. We're going to be here for many, many years to come. So please, man, please, sir, continue to support Unity County Radio and WCR 107.9. Under 2.5 minutes away from tip-off here from Nassau County. The Flashes of Hilliard hosting your Unity County Fight Tigers. Tigers looking to end a 2-game losing streak. Nice arena here in Hilliard. My first time ever here on the campus. I was here for the playoff game when they played against Hilliard when Dalen Diston caught 2 pick sixes against Hilliard en route to a regional championship appearance. And that was 2022 when Unity County played Hilliard here in Hilliard, where Dalen Diston caught 2 pick sixes. Dalen Diston now is a junior about to be this year at Florida A&M University. Congratulations to Dalen Diston on his junior season coming up in 2026. Congratulations to former Tigers as well, Antrell Ross. He is transferred from a small school, North Carolina. He's now going to Bethune-Cookman. Congratulations to Antrell Ross, former Tiger football player and basketball player, as well as Tyler Jefferson. He is the son of former basketball coach Rufus Jefferson. He is now leaving Florida A&M to go to Daytona Beach to join his cousin Antrell Ross at Bethune-Cookman. Marcus Strong leaving Boomer Sooner Nation in Norman, Oklahoma, leaving Coach Brent Venables to join Coach Dabo Sweetie at Clemson University, as Marcus Strong is transferring over to Clemson. And Daquan Diston, last one mentioned, he's transferred from Falls College in Tennessee. He also be going to Bethune-Cookman to join Tyler Jefferson and Antrell Ross. Good luck to those young men entering the 2026 college football season. Well, ladies and gentlemen, that is the conclusion of the First Christian Church pregame show. We're getting ready for tonight's matchup between the Hilliard Red Flashes and your Union County Fight Tigers. Tigers looking to end a 2-game losing streak. Coach Beggs getting his guys ready for tonight. Coach said the energy is great. I talked to him before the ride up here to Hilliard. About an hour, a little over an hour trip, coming down 301 and coming through Callahan before we got to Hilliard. So get ready for our roster introductions, our national anthem and tip-off from Hilliard into the Flashes and Tigers. So the starting lineups have been named. There's no national anthem. We're here because of basketball. The player to watch tonight for the Flashes. Number one, they said King McMillan is their best player on the team. Interesting matchup between Tyrese Chandler. He'll be guarding number one, King McMillan, for the Flashes. Adrian Mayers at number 35. Jaden Davis, who's also a freshman, is going to tip it off. See, Davis at 6'5", I believe, and that Mayers at 6'8", 6'9". Odom, Pierre, Mans, Chandler, and Wood starts it off for the Tigers. Wood, Davis wins the tip-off, and a turnover almost already. I say about number 3, James Foster. Underway 5 seconds in. It'll be Tigers basketball off the head of Foster. And RJ Odom inbounded his first start in a couple games. Over the Woods, he's guarded by King McMillan, the leading scorer. Pierre guarded by number 24, Shane Harvey II. Nice pass over to Chandler. Chandler with the bad wrist knocks out the first bucket of the game. Tyrese Chandler leads the team to score just under 17 a game. That's issue pass by Montreal Woods. McMillan loses the handle, guarded by Woods. Inside, Davis. Oh, Adrian Mans, his first personal. So Jaden Davis will go to the line for shooting 2. The first one is on the 6'9" Adrian Mans, who leads the team in rebounds on 10 a game. And they're going to need him to stay out of foul trouble with the big guy. Jaden Davis is 6'5". He's a big guy. As a true freshman, he'll shoot 2. He'll miss first. Tigers still lead 2-0 through the first 44 seconds of tonight's matchup between the Flashes and your Union County Tigers. Second free throw for Jaden Davis on the way. It is rattles out, and Adrian Mans gets the rebound. So here we go. Tyrese Chandler, guarded by number 3 for Hilliard. He's going to muscle his way, kicks over to Oda. Oda for 3. He'll knock it down, and RJ Oda off to a hot start. And it is a timeout, and I think it's an injury. Nice kick out by Chandler. I guess the wrist is fine. Five nothing. Tigers lead. It's the same start they had against Fort White before it self-destruct the fourth quarter on last Thursday. Can the Tigers keep up early on? McMillan averages 16.3 points per game. He's the point guard. They're back to McMillan. In the 5, inside 3. McMillan looking for the pass out. Turnover, Hilliard. Tigers basketball. That pass to my number 5, Carlton Hall, over the heads of the 6'2" King McMillan. Over to RJ Oda, guarded by number 24 of Hilliard. Over to Woods, transfer east side, stolen by Hall. Hall drives, no. Blocked by Mans. McMillan puts it in. First field goal for King McMillan, and the Tigers are up 5-2. Pierre playing with the ball. Stolen again by Hall. Back-to-back turnover for Jalen Pierre. Hall for 3. Rebound by RJ Odom. Chandler drives. No. Rebound by Davis. Chandler recovers. 7-2 Union County. That's hustled by Adrian Mans. Tigers with their largest lead tonight at 5. Here comes number 24 for Hilliard. That is Shane Harvey II. Harvey way off with a foul on RJ Odom. Ooh, ooh, ooh. First free throw for Harvey. Fouls on RJ Odom. That is his first. So Hilliard now 2 of 3 free throw line. Fouls on Union County. That's a second already in the first 2 minutes and 15 seconds. Harvey makes both Tigers up 3. Chandler with the basketball. Tip in the air. Recovered by Adrian Mans. They got to get past the boundary line. It gives it to Pierre. Pierre already with 2 turnovers. Over to Pierre. Woods. No. Woods with the offensive rebound. Jump ball. It'll go to the Flashes. 7-4. Union County leads the Hilliard Flashes. Here you go. Okay. Boys, a push off almost stolen by Chandler. He's over Hall. Hall to Davis. And a foul. It looks like either a Pierre or Mans. And it's a Jalen Pierre. That is the third team foul in the first quarter. Inbound of the ball for the sideline, number 5, Carlton Hall. Harvey. With 4:49 left in the first quarter, Woods trips over McMillan. Kicks it over. Reno and Montreal Woods. Swings it over to Jalen Pierre. As a man, wild pass. Stolen by McMillan. McMillan to Harvey. No, blocked by Pierre. Tigers play a little more better in transition. And a timeout by Coach Alvin Merricks. With 4:15 left in the first quarter, your Tigers lead 7-4 over the Hilliard Flashes. Both teams with 7 wins enter this matchup tonight. Hilliard 7-4, Union County at 7-3. Tigers looking to avoid 3 consecutive losses for the first time this season. Garrison Smith still out of the game, dealing with a bad shooting finger. Coach Merrick said he's good to go, but he's going to watch his progress. So Archie Odom will start tonight for the banged up Garrison Smith. So far, good start for the Tigers. 7-4. Tigers lead. And Harvey and Odom get into it. A little chippy early on. They're giving to Odom. Guarded by Harvey. Over the Woods. Nice hand by McMillan. Inside of Chetler. Chetler. Nice hand. It'll go to the Flashes. Last touch by Adrian Mans. 4 minutes left in the first quarter. Hilliard down 3. 7-4. Shane Harvey the second will bring the ball up for the Flashes. Kicks over to the Hall. Back to Harvey. Inside of Davis. Throws it away and Odom with another steal. Odom for 3. Bucket. RJ Odom from downtown. He has 6 of the 10. Tigers lead 10-4, largest lead of the game. It's a good sign for RJ Odom to shoot the tray ball with confidence. And it's offensive foul. Push off by number 3. And a turnover is it'll go back to the Tigers 10-4. Union County. RJ Odom off to a hot start. He is 2 for 2 from downtown. 10-4. Tigers lead with 3:19 left in the first quarter. Odom pushed. And a foul is on Harvey again. First foul on Hilliard. The aggression by the junior RJ Odom into the Woods. Called by McKinney McMillan. Off the foot of Woods. Another turnover by Montreal Woods. And they're going to bring it to Rail Merricks. Nope. Garrison Smith's going to get checked in for another turnover by Montreal Woods. So Smith did it with a bad shooting finger. Will be in the game for Woods. Hall guarded by Pierre. Over to Davis. McMillan pull up. Off the arc. Rebound by Jalen Pierre. Pierre's going to push the issue. Into the hands of number 3 for Hilliard. Here comes King McMillan. He's 1 for 2 so far. Over to Scott. Over to number 3. He'll score. Nice pass by Hall. It's now 10-6. That's James Foster. First bucket. They'll stay with the Tigers. 10-6. Tigers lead. Odom guarded by Harvey. Over to Garrison Smith. Back to Odom. Back to Smith. Smith to Chandler. basketball, but it was touchdown flashes. Out, the real man shakes it. Turnover. King McMillan with another steal, a foul on Darrell Banks, his first. That is a fourth Tiger foul. Under 2 minutes left in the first quarter. Tigers lead 10-6. Over to McMillan. And Hilliard has a chance to win. They have to get him going. He has 2 points in the first quarter. McMillan kicks out. Hall for 3. Off the mark. Rebound by Darrell Barracks. Foul is on Carlton Hall. That is the third Hilliard foul. Garrison Smith will inbound it from the sideline. So it's Smith, Barracks, Odom, Chandler, and Mans. Over to Barracks. Trap. Chandler. Floater. No. Rebound Mans. And this time, this one will stay with the Tigers. Nice hustle by the 6'9 sophomore to get on the deck and recover the basketball. Next jump ball will go to Hilliard. Smith will inbound it from the sideline. Looking for Chandler, overthrows. Here comes McMillan and Hilliard. Barracks guarding McMillan. McMillan, hop step. No, way off. Good defense by Barracks. Zip pass. Garrison Smith open. He missed the layup. Can you blame the finger on that one? That was a great pass. I think Garrison had that hurt. A nice hand by Smith. Smith will recover the steal. Smith open 3 ball. Yes, sir. Bad finger at all. Garrison Smith knocks down the triple. 13-6. Largest lead by Union County. So he missed a lot of layup. Makes up with a 3-pointer transition. That's defense by Smith. Kicks it over to Davis. Davis turns it over. Goes right back to Union County. Entering the game for Hilliard's number 20, Harrison Pickett, and number 11, Brent Roden. For your Tigers, Jackson Anderson Davis checks in for Adrian Mans. Final 29 seconds. The Tigers will hold for the final shot of the first quarter. Odom having a good start. 6 points. 2 for 2 for the 3-point line. Nice job by Odom. Oh, nice hezzy. Odom. Nice move by RJ. Odom couldn't finish. Kicks it over. Barracks back to Smith. Smith. Short. Rebound by number 20, Harrison Pickett. 2 seconds. McMillan. No, that'll end the first quarter. Good start by the Tigers, 13-6. Good start by the Tigers. Coach Bears likes the energy for the first quarter. Welcome back to Nassau County, Florida, campus of Hilliard Middle High School. Tigers lead 13-6. It is a trade ball. Union County has 3 threes in the first quarter. Tigers coming in on the game under 30%. So a good sign for the Tigers that a 3-point ball is falling tonight. Garrison Smith hit 1. He's 1 for 2. The Odom is 2 for 2 for the 3-point. They're going to take Odom out for a little bit. Bring back in Pierre. So Pierre, Smith, Anderson Davis, Barracks, and Ty Chandler in the basketball game. Tigers go small, more quicker. McMillan inbound the ball over to Harvey. He's guarded by Garrison Smith. Over to McMillan off the catch and shoot. Short. Rebound. Brett Roden. No. Rebound. Tyrese Chandler. He's second in team in rebounds. Smith. Trap. Set up. Over to Barracks. Barracks. Pull up. No. Rebound by number 3. That is Foster. Over to McMillan. McMillan guarded by Barracks. McMillan struggling to find his shot. McMillan looking over the picket, stolen by Pierre. Smith in transition. He's over to Pierre. Pierre, nice drive. It is Davis, cannot haul it in. Good pass by Pierre. Pierre leads with 5 per game. Over to McMillan. McMillan guarded by Barracks, playing some great defense in this. Over to Foster. Foster off the fake, dribble handoff. He'll score. Hilliard down 5. Adrian Mann said to check back in the basketball game. Over to Garrison Smith. Back to Pierre. Pierre to Chandler. It is Davis. Pump fake. No, can't finish. That's contested by Brett Roden. Almost stolen by Garrison Smith. A hard foul as King McMillan hit his hard. Coach Saunders is looking for a flagrant. Coach looking for a technical flagrant fact. I caught myself. That was like a disaster. Harvey checks out. Hall back in. Mann's out. Chandler back in. Coach Saunders still looked a little annoyed. And his star player hit the scores table really hard. And Max will check out. Montreal Woods, after a little break, is back in the game. Over the Hall. Carlton Hall running point. Guarded by Pierre. Back to McMillan. McMillan drives. McMillan, yes. King McMillan. Second field goal. He has 3. Pierre almost turns it over. They get past the half-court line. There's Davis, yes. Jackson to Davis. This time corrals the layup and goes in. Tigers back up 5. Over to McMillan. Back to Hall. Back to McMillan, who's guarded by Woods. Nice hand by Pierre. Swings over to McMillan. McMillan for 3. Yes. King McMillan with 7. 13-15 Tigers. Hilliard on a 7-2 run. Over to Smith. Nice kick out to Smith. He'll knock down a 3. 2 for 3 for the 3-point line is Garrison Smith. And the Tigers end the run. 18-13, Tigers back up. That is the 4th 3-pointer by Union County tonight. But King McMillan started to pick it up here for the Flashes. He has 5 of his 7 in the second. He is our WCR 107.9 key player for the visitors, for the home team. He leads the team in 4 of the 5 major statistical categories. (18-13) on the 4th 3-pointer of the first half by Union County. Good to see the trifecta goes down. Over in the Hall. Trap. Over to Pickett. Pickett to Scott. Scott back to Hall. Turnover. Goes back to the Tigers with 4:44 left in the first half. Garrison is inbound. Here comes Jalen Pierre, the sophomore from GHS. Bring the ball up. Smith is 2 for 3 from downtown. Anderson Davis trying to fight out a double. Jump ball goes to the Flashes. Next jump ball will go back to Union County. .433 left in the second quarter. Tigers lead 18-13. So we'll stay with the Tigers after all. Over the Woods. Over to Pierre. Pierre. Running by Pickett. Pierre. Bands. Rattles out the mid-range. To Hall. Nice look by the 6'9 sophomore. Here comes Hall, guarded by Smith. Inside of Roden. Roden been off the give and go. McMillan, no. Rebound by Woods. That's contest by Bands. Over to Pierre. Stolen by Steele. Union County. Union County's led the entire way. Kind of remind me of the Fort White game. But another steal. It is a steal. Back to back steal by Pickett. Over the Hall. 18-17. Back to back turnovers. Over to Pierre. Stolen again. 3 consecutive turnovers. Flash can take the first lead of the game for them. Over to Pickett. Foul on James here. Odom checks in. Chandler checks in. Pickett. Oh, Davis gives the Flashes their first lead of the night, 19-18. First lead for Hilliard. Over Odom. Back to Chandler. Chandler drives. Man, no. Back to Chandler. Chandler got it. Tigers back to 1. Speed. 19. Back to Pickett. Pickett. No. Rebound by RJ Odom. Here comes Garrison Smith. Smith slows it down. Up 3. Off the mark. Rebound by Roden. Smith is 2 of 4 from downtown. Timeout Hilliard. A disgruntled Jalen Pierre is not happy with being pulled out or the recent string of turnovers. He has now 5 turnovers again tonight. 2:16 left in the first half. Tigers in tight one. They're up 1. After being up 13-6, the Tigers on a 13-7 run by Hilliard to make this a 1-point game. We're 2 minutes away from halftime here in Nassau County. Inbound the ball for Hilliard, number 5, Carlton Hall. Roden, Pickett, Millen, and Davis on the floor for Hilliard. Thank y'all for tuning in on Facebook and YouTube. McMillan off the give and goes good. Hilliard with the lead again. Second leading ace for Hilliard. McMillan with 9 to lead all scores. After 16 per game. And a turnover by RJ Odom off the over and back. You're looking for a push. It will be Hilliard basketball looking to add on to their 1 point lead. Under 2 to play the first half. Hall guarded by Smith. McMillan. Offensive foul on King McMillan. Nice job by Anderson Davis to draw. Foul for here. 1 point lead with 1:37 left in the first half. Odom. Kickball. Stays with the Tigers. 91 seconds left in the first half. Tigers down 1. Tigers led as much as 7. Hilliard only led as much as 1. Smith to Chandler. Chandler drives. Cannot finish. Over McMillan. Here comes the flashes. Lost the basketball. Nice defense. They have numbers. 4 on 5. Smith. 5 out of 3. Over to Chandler. Mans. Cannot finish it with the line. Nice 5 by Tyrese Chandler. Shooting 2 is Adrian Mans, the 6'9" sophomore. Mans been the first one. 21 in the first half. We're not at 21. This is when the Tigers were 4 wide at 26. Mans misses second. Rebound by Brett Roden. McMillan with the basketball, guarded by Smith. McMillan 3. No. Rebound by RJ Odom. Tigers looking to push. Tigers pushing. Mans. No. You have to finish that the goal. Nice 5 by Odom. 47 seconds left. Tied at 21. Davis drives off the foot of Davis. Anderson Davis with the steal. Here comes the Tigers. Oh, pull up 3. Over. Then a foul on Mans his second. But he definitely walked from here to Kalamazoo. Adrian Mans his second. Now send Jaden Davis in the line. He's 1 of 2 tonight. We're not up at 21 with 17.7 left. Davis makes his first. Hilliard back up 1. Mans checks out for the first time tonight. Number 13 checks in the game. I don't know who number 13 is. Davis looking to add on to a Tiger lead by the Hilliard lead. He'll miss. He'll make. No, rebound by Woods. Woods breaks ball up court. Woods foul by King McMillan. No, it's on number 24. That is Shane Harvey the second. And that'll send Montrell Woods, who has struggled this year at the free throw line, looking to tie the game up before halftime. Woods' first free throw is good. 21. Good sign by the Tigers to see Woods knocks down the free throw. 20 seconds left in the half. He missed the second rebound. Anderson Davis. Chandler. No. McMillan, 4 seconds. 3. McMillan almost makes it out in the first half. And in the first half, we're tied at 22. It's deja vu all over again. That's the Fort White game was tied at 26 at halftime. That in your first half here from Hilliard, Florida, as your Tigers and the Flashes. Bring it in. Bring it in. I got you. We'll be back in a few minutes. We have 9 minutes to the second half start. We'll be back in a few minutes from Hilliard, Florida. We're tied at 22 at the break. Here we go. Oh, Lord. Oh, no. My mic muted still. Oh, my mic muted still. Hey, get out of this. Oh, man. There we go. There we go. I'll be my mic. There we go. Can y'all hear me? It's pretty good. Start second half. Make sure my mic is good to go. Please headset. We can rock and roll now. Got my little sister help me out now. We should be good now. We on full screen mode. Yes, sir. We here. My little sister helped me out. Coach Chandler's daughter helped me out. Give me some fist pound. We're back here in Hilliard. Boy, I can't see with the glasses on. 8 minutes to go in the third quarter. We're tied at 22. Hilliard will bring the ball out to start the second half. Here we go. Inbound to Keeman Miller. He has 9 points in the first half. McMillan fadeaway is good. He has 11 for Hilliard, and Hilliard retakes the lead at 2. Over the Woods. Stolen by Carlton Hall. McMillan. 3, no good. Real by Davis. Jump ball. And it will go to Union County. RJ Oda brings the ball in. Welcome back to Hilliard, Florida. We start the second half. Tigers down 2 early in the second half. Odom for 3. Off. Rebound by Davis. Over the Hall. Hall floater. No. That's a rebound. Here comes Montreal. A hook foul. Now goes over to Hilliard. There we go. Get out of the low. That's the first foul. Montreal. That's the first team foul. Oh. Davis. Almost against on fire. Another travel. There we go. Now we're cooking. Turnover. Tigers up 6:30 left in the third. So pass over the Woods. Woods drives. 24 all. What about Odom? Foster. Big goal. Harvey. Woods with the rebound. Off the foot. Foster. And turnover by Hilliard. Yes, that's right out here in Nassau County. So number 3. That is Lorenzo Hall. They'll go back to the red flashes. Here we go. Back to Harvey. Harvey guarded by Odom. Stolen by Odom. Here comes Tyrese Chandler on the break. Yes, sir. Tyrese Chandler makes it a 2-point lead. Nice steal by Odom. Nice assist by Odom. drives. Miller scores. He has 13. Smith. Double swing. Pass Smith. Open three. Rebound. Once it in. Tigers back up. 28-26. Stolen. Nice call by the ref. Chandler being aggressive with a sore wrist. Tigers up 2. Been a back and forth game here all night here in Hilliard. Tigers led much as 7, Hilliard led much as 2. Inbound over to McMillan. McMillan for 3. You bet. 16 for King McMillan, average on the year. And then flattened. Stolen. McMillan on the break. McMillan, no. They'll go to the Tigers. McMillan, Winston, and Payne. He has 16 of the 29 for Hilliard. Someone has to slow down. Number 1, if the Tigers got to have any chance of winning this basketball game. Odom. Nice move by Odom. Oh, that's heavy. Odom floater. Rebound by Lorenzo Hall. Back to Harvey. Inside. Largest lead of the night for Hilliard. 31-28. Flashes up. Fouls on Hall. Second team foul. Woods comes out. Pierre checks back in. 3 guards on the floor for the Tigers. Stolen by Hall again. McMillan, open 3. Rattles out. Last touch by Chandler. Will stay with the Tigers. Stay with the Hilliard Red Flags. 3:14 left in the third. The Tigers down 3. McMillan inside to Harvey. Harvey floater. Right off. Hands corrals around. Tigers push the in. Smith floater. Yes, sir. Smith with 8 points. Go. It's in. Lead the Tigers. Stolen by Chandler. Chandler, yes. Tiger get a lead. Nice hand by man. The center. Turns back over. Reba Hall. Way off. Off the foot. Nice hustle by Adrian. Man's getting a steal. Isdale comes in 4 mans. Davis checks in for Hall. So, Tigers back up 2. Over to Pierre. Guarded by Bennett. Odom has Innocent Davis. Back to Odom. Chandler lose the ball. He'll stay with the Tigers. Hall. Inside is Davis. Lays it in. 34-31. Tigers up 3. Nice pass by Odom. Bennett drives. No, it's Davis with a huge rebound. Tigers with numbers. That's hustled by Pierre. Odom. Stolen by Hall. Over to McMillan. McMillan looking for a three-pointer. McMillan lays it in. He has 18. 18 for King McMillan. He has 18 to 33. Tigers up low with almost a minute and some change left in the third. Odom. Pull up again. Battles out. Rebound by McMillan. Three. Yes. Foster for three. Hilliard's back up two. Back to Smith. Smith for three. He'll answer back. Tigers back up one. Smith's third three of the night. Foul on Anderson Davis. There we go. I'm at the highest vantage point you can be in this gym. Foul on Anderson Davis. That is his first. Chandler with the steal. And stolen. Bennett. No. Rebound. Foul on Hall. Technical on King McMillan. No, Hall. His technical Hall. The technical foul is a shooter number 5. Called to the Hall for arguing with the referee. And now Coach Saunders looking for Garrison Smith to shoot the technical. He'll miss the first. This is a very big free throw for Garrison Smith. He's having a good shootout tonight for the Tigers. Makes a second, 38-36. Tigers lead by 2. And it will be Tigers basketball after the technical foul. So Hall to the bench. They'll bring in number 24, Harvey. And here comes Odom. Odom drives. No. Rebound, Anderson Davis. Over to Chandler. Stolen by Bennett. McMillan lost the ball. Chandler with the steal. And now they hit the third. Tigers lead by 2, heading to the fourth. Tigers with a better third quarter than they did against Fort White. Tigers up 2 to start the fourth. 8 minutes away from hopefully the Tigers' 8th win of the 2025 season. Or when the Tigers fall to a third straight loss. We'll find out in the next 8 minutes. Thank you for tuning in. Here from Nassau County, as the Hilliard Flashes and the Union County Tigers will put on a good game tonight here. Tigers led early as much as 7. Hilliard's in the lead as much as 3. Tigers, big third quarter down the stretch. Tigers with a 2-point lead after the technical foul was called. On number 5, called to Hall that changed the end of the third in favor of the Tigers. So the Tigers will inbound the ball to start the fourth. Inbound is small will be Garrison Smith, and with a person with a banged up shooting finger, he has been playing phenomenal tonight on the defensive end and on the offensive end. So here we go. They're going to give it to Odom. Right on the finger, but he recovered it nicely. Over to Pierre. Pierre inside of Chandler. Chandler short. Rebound by Davis. Timeout, Hilliard. 7:44 left in the fourth quarter. 38-36, Tigers lead. All right, after Tigers up 2 with 16 into the fourth quarter, 30-36. Tigers lead here in Nassau County on the Hilliard High School. Stolen by McMillan. By Garrison Smith. He has played phenomenal both sides of the ball. Over to Pierre. Over to Odom. Smith back to Odom. 7:25 left fourth. Odom drives. Rebound by Anderson Davis. Push it in. Big minutes for Anderson Davis. Tigers back up 4. McMillan drives. No. Davis. No. McMillan. Yes. 24. King McMillan. How about Odom? Odom floater. Yes. 42-38 Union County. McMillan with 20. Guarded Pierre. Off the switch. Davis, yes. 42-40. 6:30 left in the fourth. Odom and Smith played phenomenal tonight on both ends of the floor. Odom back to Smith. Smith over to Chandler. You're looking for Anderson Davis. Pierre open. Drives. Anderson Davis again! What a dribble drive by Pierre to Anderson Davis. Anderson Davis having his best statistical game of the year so far. McMillan. No. Chandler with a rebound. Rebound. Chandler. Pierre. Back to Smith. Smith drives. Smith. And one! Garrison Smith coming to life in the fourth. 46-40. And he'll go to line for one free throw. What a drive by the superstar sophomore guard. And you can see, guys, watching tonight, the three guards are meshing together for the first time this season with Pierre on the floor, Odom and Smith. Missed free throw by Smith. He's having a great game tonight. McMillan looking for another three. Off the mark. That's him by Anderson. Took the steal. No, Smith another one. No. Rebound by R.J. Odom. Nice hustle by the junior. Yeah. Smith. And good flop, LeBron. You're too big to be flopping like that, man. Hey, tap. That's a good flop. Smith inbounded to Anderson Davis. Back to Pierre. What about Pickett? Pierre. Chandler, yes, sir. Largest lead of the night for the Tigers at 8. 4:57 left in the fourth. McMillan has missed his last 4 shots from three-point line. Dribble handoff. Nice shot by S. Davis to stop it. Foul. On the floor, 4:42 left. That is only the first Tigers foul in the fourth quarter. That goes to R.J. Odom. Hey, at the end of the game, so I want you to hold my iPad and we'll interview a couple players, okay? Shooting two will be number 13 for Hilliard. Tigers on a 10-1 run after being out 40-38. Second free throw for Hilliard, 7. Big opportunity in here for UCR coverage of Lake Butler High School basketball. Smith's free throw, rebound by Davis, recovered by Anderson. Davis again. 4:29 left in the fourth. Pierre bends the corner. Chandler, yes. 50-41. Tigers largely at 9. 4:14 left in the fourth. Pickett, number 13. Fouls with Anderson Davis. That is his second. 4:08 left in the fourth, ladies and gentlemen. Tigers have played their best fourth quarter basketball in recent games with the intensity on both ends of the floor. Pickett for 3. No, McMillan with the rebound. McMillan. No. McMillan, no again. Yeah, third time, yes. 43-50. McMillan with 2. Nice move by Odom. Off the knee of 3. Whoa, off the knee of Foster. They didn't call it. Wow, horrible officiating. That was definitely free of Foster. But they'll give it back to him with 3:42 left. 7-point game Tigers. Hilliard, 28 left here in the game. I don't know who to give player of the game to. You got so many options. Jackson Anderson Davis. You got RJ. You got Garrett Smith. You can choose from. I'm about to interview all 3 of them. Those 3 guys have been the catalyst of this Tigers win tonight. If the Tigers hold on the next 3:38, they can end a 2-game losing streak and get back in the win column to start the week. Because the Tigers have a big game on Thursday night. They have the game, they have tomorrow off. They'll be back on the court Thursday as they take on Baker County. A rivalry matchup. Battle of State Road 121. As the Tigers and the Wildcats meet in Lake Butler Thursday night. Tip off at 6 with JV, 7:30 for varsity. Then Saturday, the Clay Blue Devils come into town for a triple header, starting with JV at 4:30, girls at 6, and varsity at 7:30. But we're too far away from that. We got 3:38 left in the fourth. Tigers up 7, and we'll be on defense to start this possession. 3:38 left in the ball game. On the floor for the Tigers, Smith, Pierre, Odom, Chandler, and Mans. And they're going to find Hall. Find Pickett. Get guarded by Chandler. They're going to throw it to Miller on the side. Block by Miller. Oh! They call a foul. A tough one. That's Mans' third. But what a job to rotate to the ball at the rim by the 6'9" sophomore. That would send Jaden Davis back to the line, where he is 2 of 4 tonight. Davis way off. 3:22 left. Tigers up 7. No, he's 0 for 2 that trip. 3:20 left in the game. Tigers up 7. Over to Pierre. Pierre, nice move. Pierre losing basketball. Time out, Coach Merritt's. Full timeout. Coach Alvin Banks and the Hilliard crew does not like the call. .307 left. I got my new assistant right here, a young lady right next to me who helped me out a lot, and I very appreciate this young lady. This is Coach Chandler's daughter. She's helped me out a lot tonight with my camera actually to go full screen. So I appreciate you, young lady. High five. Good job. She will be helping me conduct the interviews tonight after the game. I will post the interviews on Facebook when I get home. It'll be after probably, what time is it now? Well, after 10:30 by the time I get home. I will post the post-game interviews on Facebook, and we'll talk with a few players after the game. But still, 3:07 left. Plenty of time left in this one. Oda Pierre drives and scores. Over to Davis. 7-point game. Pierre. Yeah, looking. Over Shetler. Foul hard. Don't call. Pickett. Yes. 5-point game. Over to Pierre. 5-point game. Skip pass to Smith. Back to Pierre. You can rest the clock. Pierre. Chandler. Yes! 7-point lead with 2:10 left in the fourth. McMillan's pushing. Oh my God! What a man walk from here to West Nassau. Oh my God! Hey, he been walking all game. Tigers basketball for another travel. 2:04 left. 54-47. Tigers lead. Over to Smith. Back to Odom. Odom's pushing it. Odom. Push off. 1:55 left. 7-point game. That is the fourth Tiger team. Man! So 47. Pickett for three. Way off. Smith for the rebound. Over to Pierre. Pierre slows it down. Wise decision by the sophomore. 9-point lead. That's the largest lead of the night for Union County. Odom still at his feet. Odom again. Way off. Rebound by Hall. 65 seconds left. Yes, off the bank. 3-pointer. Foster for three. 56-50. 57.5 seconds left. Full timeout Hilliard. Full timeout for Hilliard. This game is coming out to the wire. 6-point Tiger. Just under a minute left to play. But you have to give credit to these guards with Pierre Smith and Odom on the floor. They have been sensational with communication, not just on the offensive side, but the defensive side. So kudos to those three tonight. But my opinion, the player of the game you have to go to none other than Jackson Davis for his minutes off the bench, offensive rebounding, steals, hustle plays, cuts to the basket. You can't teach stats. That is phenomenal play by the sophomore off the bench. When Adrian Mann's off the floor, he brings a type of motor that I don't really see come off the second unit. So kudos to Jackson Davis for a phenomenal game tonight. And He's my favorite to win tonight's player of the game. Pierre back to Odom. Back to Pierre. Inside to Chandler. Mans. Back to Smith. Back to Pierre. Back to Smith. Time's running. Smith, nice job holding that basketball. Nice job by Smith. Flutter. Mans with the offensive rebound. And a travel. 26 seconds left in the game. 2-possession game for Hilliard. A 3 here will be huge. McMillan with 22. He brings all the court. Kicks it. Pick it. Way off. Odom with the rebound. 17 seconds left. Back to Smith. The Mans. That's mid. And finishes Tyrese Chandler. And that's the exclamation point for the Tigers. Home three. No good. Tigers ends the 2-game losing streak. 58-50. And Tigers move to 8-3 of the year. Tough loss for the Hilliard Red Flash as they fall to 7-5. Union County moves to 8-3. Big win for the Tigers, 56-50 is your final here. The opposite for Fort White, 57-50. So it's kind of, I told you, it was deja vu. Hey, Tyrese, it's deja vu. Y'all tied at halftime against Fort White. Y'all tied at halftime tonight. Y'all lost 57-50, but y'all won 56-50. Good job, y'all. Tigers win despite 22 points from King McMillan. But thank everybody for tuning in tonight here from Nassau County. What a win for the Tigers to get back in the win column. Coach Mack said the job is not done. Coach, good job, Coach. I will do interviews before we get to the restaurant. So tune in for those. I want to thank everybody tuning in. Thank you to all of our sponsors: Chill Tile, Carpet One, Radiant Credit Union, Spies IJ Supermarket, Burger Automotive Super Centers, Scott Robbins Insurance, and Lake Butler Hospital, and Southland Woodinson. Thank y'all for tuning in tonight's broadcast of Union County Basketball on Union County Radio at WCR 107.9. We're back on the air Thursday night as Lake Butler Union County will host the Big County Wildcats. JV at 6, varsity at 7:30. Until then, I'm your host, the Big Hoss Charles Jackson. We'll see y'all Wednesday night from Jimmy Thomas Court, Lake Butler. Tigers win 57-50, 56-50. Tigers move to 8-3. We'll see y'all back at Lake Butler on Thursday night.